Hello and welcome to another episode of A Brief History. Today's episode, Rhett and Link. Ready, set, go! North Carolina around the early 2000s. Aspiring filmmakers and musicians Rhett McLaughlin and Link Neal formed their own comedy duo known simply as Rhett and Link. Now, Rhett and Link had been best friends since, first grade, so this was obviously not the first time the two came together to try and entertain the masses. As teenagers, the two attempted to write and shoot their own original film called Gutless Wonders, and later formed a rock band called the Wax Paper Dogs. But this was all during the 90s. The turn of the century was around the time the big change happened, when Rhett and Link discovered this new thing known as online video. And they jumped onto the scene really fast, with their earliest known video about tossing boulders off the side of a dam seemingly dating as far back as the year 2000 from what I could find in my research. But of course, this was a time before YouTube. So in these days, Rhett and Link would upload their exploits to their website, rhettandlink.com. And oh boy. Sometimes when researching A Brief History, I stumble upon some serious gems. And Rhett and Link's old website is definitely one of those gems. The earliest archive of the site that I could find was from 2005, and just watch. Everything about this is perfect. Amazing web design aside, Rhett and Link continued creating content for the internet over the next several years, mixing their interest in entertainment to put together music videos, comedy sketches, and more. But of course, no one making videos on the internet in the early 2000s could resist the allure of this little website that launched in 2005 called YouTube. And Rhett and Link were no exception, launching their self-titled YouTube channel on June 5th, 2006, where they continued posting sketches and music videos. One of their most notable early uploads being 2007's Facebook song, which gained over 500,000 views after only about 8 months. Doesn't sound like much these days, but for 2007, that was pretty impressive. So naturally, Rhett and Link decided to keep things going on YouTube, releasing new music videos, comedy sketches, and podcast vlogs, all the while continuing to grow their audience. And over the next several years, Rhett and Link scored a metric ton of hit viral videos, including their drive-thru songs, their series of purposely ridiculous local commercials, their actual legitimate commercials, and so much more. And the crazy thing is, back when I first covered Rhett and Link in 2013, a lot of the stuff that I am admittedly skimming over was the bulk of their career. But wow, in the 5 years since I made that episode, it's become pretty clear that all of this was just them getting out of the starting gate. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. For now, let's jump to the start of 2011. At this point, Rhett and Link had more than established themselves within the growing YouTube community, with over 600,000 subscribers and countless viral videos to their name. But throughout all of this, Rhett and Link's channel was never really known for one specific thing. Unlike many other YouTubers, Rhett and Link didn't tend to follow a strict format with every video. And this was in no way a bad thing. Like I said, Rhett and Link's videos were very successful. But between their music, sketches, local commercials, and more, if someone asked what Rhett and Link's thing was, you couldn't really give a simple answer. But of all the different types of videos Rhett and Link made over the years, the ones that eventually fell by the wayside were their podcast-style vlogs. Rhett and Link made a ton of these videos back in the day, but as their channel grew, they just didn't really fit with the increasing production value of the channel. But that is why YouTubers have second channels. Rhett and Link's second channel, Rhett and Link 2, had been around since 2008 and was mainly a hub for vlogs and behind-the-scenes videos. But come January 3rd, 2011, Rhett and Link started a new series on this channel called Good Morning Chia Lincoln, a daily series of podcast-style vlogs in the same vein as their old Rhett and Link cast videos. This series ran for 40 episodes on Rhett and Link 2 between January 3rd, 2011 and February 28th, 2011. And while Chia Lincoln didn't really bring down the house in terms of numbers, it did foster a community of dedicated viewers. Plus, Rhett and Link clearly enjoyed making it, so it only made sense to keep the show going. And thus, on January 9th, 2012, Good Morning Chia Lincoln returned to Rhett and Link 2, now rebranded as Good Mythical Morning. And of course, we are now entering 2012. 2012, the year of YouTube's big algorithm shift that rewarded longer, more frequent uploads. So, needless to say, with a pair of already successful YouTubers starting a new series of 10-minute plus videos uploaded every single weekday right in the midst of the algorithm shift, Good Mythical Morning had a lot going for it, and the show's audience began to grow at a pretty healthy rate. Back when the first episode of Chia Lincoln was uploaded in 2011, Rhett and Link 2 only had around 82,000 subscribers. But by the start of 2013, the channel had grown to boast over 281,000 subscribers. But it did not stop there. Over the next several years, Good Mythical Morning continued to grow and change. The show evolved from a simple podcast vlog to a full-on variety show, complete with games, special guests, and majorly popular segments like their Will It series. And all of this combined really helped kickstart Good Mythical Morning's popularity, with the channel passing 1 million subscribers by February of 2014, only to skyrocket all the way to 13 million today, which is utterly insane. That is 3 times as many subscribers as their original Rhett and Link channel. In fact, over the years, Rhett and Link 2 has actually managed to become the duo's new main channel with its own side channels, Good Mythical More and This Is Mythical. And yeah, the original Rhett and Link channel has been pretty quiet ever since Good Mythical Morning took off, but that's not to say that Rhett and Link haven't been working on bigger projects outside of GMM. They've had TV shows, a book, tours, a podcast, special appearances on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and even a YouTube Red series known as Rhett and Link's Buddy System. And heck, even if you're just looking at Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link have never been afraid to experiment and try bigger things. Back in April of 2013, they changed things up a ton with a new experimental version of Good Mythical Morning called The Mythical Show. This new half-an-hour variety show was really a culmination of everything Rhett and Link had been known for, with sketches, local commercials, and music mixed in with the traditional GMM setup. But due to this increase in production value, the show was only able to come out once a week rather than daily, and only lasted for one 12-episode season before they returned to the normal GMM format. And more recently, on November 6, 2017, Rhett and Link began a new initiative to expand Good Mythical Morning. In the midst of the show's 12th season, GMM became a YouTube original, meaning the show was now financed by YouTube. And with that, the show was revamped with a massive new set and a brand new schedule. And where the Mythical Show scaled back Rhett and Link's upload schedule from 5 videos a week to just 1, this new version of GMM went in the complete opposite direction, cranking things up to 4 videos every single day, although they seem to have since reduced that to 3. Basically, the show was now made longer overall, but was broken up into a handful of videos that viewers could either watch in their intended order or pick and choose whichever segments interested them the most. It's all very reminiscent of how late night shows like Jimmy Fallon and James Corden handled their YouTube channels, uploading each episode of their respective shows in segments rather than all in one hour-long video. On top of that, this new era of Good Mythical Morning has also increased the number of special guests from both on and off YouTube. And taking all of this into consideration, it seems pretty clear that Rhett and Link and YouTube are aiming to turn Good Mythical Morning into YouTube's own original late-night variety show. But, you know, just in the morning. I mean, heck, GMM's tagline right now is Your Morning Late Show. It's pretty obvious what they're going for, and they're doing it pretty dang well. Rhett and Link's brand on YouTube has always been one of high quality, and even going on 12 years later, that's still very much the case. These guys have been on YouTube since 2006, and were making content on the internet even before that. And over that long stretch of time, they've always had a knack for making smart choices with their content. Whether it was writing comedy songs and making absurd commercials in their early days, or creating longer form, personality-driven variety content today, Rhett and Link really do seem to have their fingers on the pulse of what people want on YouTube. I've talked before about how tough it is to maintain relevance on an ever-changing platform like YouTube, but I don't think there is a single better example of sustaining online success than Rhett and Link. And with the duo still managing to shake things up and try new things, even in 2018, I think it is clear that these two internet-tainers won't be going away anytime soon. Oh, and speaking of trying new things, before I go, I wanted to quickly give a massive shout out to today's sponsor. That's right, we got a sponsor today, Swagbucks. I checked these guys out, and they are a really cool website that allows users to earn reward points through taking surveys, playing games, watching videos, and even shopping online. And these reward points can then be used to earn cash or even gift cards for places like Amazon. And right now, you can actually get a $5 bonus when you sign up and take your first survey. So if all of that sounds cool to you, then just click that top link in the description to get started. If you do, you'll not only be earning gift cards, but you'll also be helping support A Brief History. The show's been completely independent for about 6 months now since its run on Game Theory ended, and it's the kind help of companies like Swagbucks that can help keep the show going strong. So again, big thanks to Swagbucks for sponsoring this episode of A Brief History. Do stay tuned to the channel because I've got plenty more exciting episodes of the show coming up, and until next time, thanks for watching, guys, and DFTBA.